I start crawling, boom, I go to switch, you stay with me. I go to hip heist, and I try to cut, and I'm not feeling it. I back into you. Now I'm here, right? And now I'm back in this hand fight. Now let's say I'm hand fighting, I'm right here, and the grip's very strong, right? At this point, we'll turn a little bit this way, boom, boom, boom. I can switch either side. In this case, I like switching towards my back leg, because I'm like this here. You're worried about this grip breaking. I'm gonna come in here, boom, okay? Now, for you, go ahead, release your hand, because what's gonna happen when I hit the switch, yeah, you're in a face plant, right? So when I'm like this here, boom. And this is a very strong switch because we have all that gravity helping us. So normally, if I kept your hand out here, I'm probably snapping your arm. So most of the time, people, they wimp out of it, right? They limp arm out of it, and it gives me this deep shot. Okay. So it's very rare for me, for a standing switch, not to finish, because it's just so much more powerful.
And because of
the momentum.
The momentum and the way the person lands.
Yes.
I don't think he can grab like.
No. Again, if they're very stubborn with the body lock, they face plant. And what normally happens when someone face plants is they release. Right? Because they're like, doom, like, ah, shit. And then at the same time, the arm is about to get broken. So like, things happen very quickly there. A guy who did this very well was Anderson Silva. If you watch him in his fight with Nate Marquette, beautiful job with a standing switch. And
Marquette.
Nate Marquette, yeah. You look it up. What happens? Nate gets a head inside single leg, and we'll show it later. Anderson Silva pushes his head out to the side, boom, switch, dumps him on his head, gets on top, and boom, 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 finishes him from the ground and pound. So it's very applicable, right? So let's say we're here, you're on your back, boom, you go to cut here. Yeah, and I'm holding really strong, so you turn to this side. Yeah, yeah. And that's usually how it goes. Like you see, like I couldn't even wrap around your waist because you get so low when you cut, like I can't hold on to you. So that's why it's a better guy is probably gonna let go very early, because otherwise I'm getting cranked super hard, right? So you should expect where you're basically ending up in a very deep shot at the end, right? You're gonna be very low on my leg, and then I'm behind you now, right? So we go again, boom, I'm here. Yeah.
Similar to the way that Poirier did it with Makachev.
Yes, yeah.
I think he did it with
Off the fence.
the fence.
Yeah.
Kind of.
The same thing.
He almost face plant actually.
Yeah. If you're really holding on, you're gonna face plant. So the more they hold it, the worse it is for them. Because if you're coming face planting, boom, like that, yeah.
They work together.
They work together. The inside stand up with the switch. The harder they fight this, they're going to be more vulnerable to this.
What is the counter before you do the switch? Like, for example, I'm fighting this, you move for the switch, and he takes this leg.
Oh, and he hooks?
No, he
steps up. Okay. Well, yeah, you could go back there.
Okay.
Yeah, because now I've moved my base a bit more, right? Because if I get too, because for me to have strength in this grip, I need my hips close, right? So if you go to reach for that switch and I step out of the way,
Okay.
right, if you feel it from your end, right? I'm here, I'm trying to break this grip, right? I go to reach for this,
Yeah, makes sense.
right? Because what happens is
My hips.
you're too far down. You remember there's a principle in body mechanics where my pulling muscles are strongest when my hands are closest to my chest, right? And what they mean by that is not that the muscles get stronger, is that you have 100% utilization of all your pulling muscles, so all your back muscles, when your hands are here. When your hands start moving away from your chest, you lose activation of your back muscles. So now maybe at this range, I only have 60%. And the opposite is true for your pushing muscles. Your pushing muscles, 100% activated here. When you're here, maybe it's like 60. Right? I don't know the exact percentages, but there's a difference. If you lifted weights, you know this, right? A bench press, you can always take the weight off the bar. When you're tired and you get here, you're like, ah, right? So it's just that you don't have as much muscle being utilized to push. So whenever I can move my opponent into a position where he's not mechanically strong, I'm going to be in a better position. So in this situation where for you to be strong, you want your hands close to your body. So when you don't want to be out here, this would be the weakest position. You want to be here. But when you stepped back, you stretched yourself out a little bit. And then if I stretch you more, now...
So it's like the system, it works together both.
Yes. And this, again, another concept of chain wrestling, right? Always have another move to play with. If you only have one move to do, your chain's broken, right? You're just like, and it's hard. Because once I know what you're doing, I'm going to be... But if you have at least one more move, now I have to switch my defenses back and forth. And as a defender, it becomes harder because usually when you switch from one move to the next, you're also doing what? You're making movement in my body, which now creates space. And space is always what you need to create an escape. Right? It's hard to escape when everything is shut down. But when there's space, there's room. So by always being able to create movement by switching from one technique to the next, you're always creating space, which gives you a window for escape. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of all of my latest videos on YouTube. But really the best place to find all my content is my website, davidmma.com. You can register for free and get access to 4 free courses, including Kimura Fundamentals, Essential Half Guard Kimura, Essential Half Guard Passing, and much more.